Good morning, and welcome to your AIDailyPress morning podcast for November 23, 2025. I'm your host, Walter. We have several significant stories to cover today. Firstly, the Venezuela crisis has reached a critical juncture, with concerns growing about potential violence and instability in the region. The U.S. has conducted military exercises in the Caribbean, and there are reports of increased activity by Venezuelan troops along the border with Colombia. The international community is urging both sides to engage in dialogue to find a peaceful resolution. In France, hundreds of people marched silently to honor Mehdi Kazati, a young victim of a shooting in Marseille, highlighting growing concerns over drug-related crime. The French government has announced plans to increase security measures and address drug trafficking more effectively. Additionally, the country is facing challenges in its wine production due to climate change and global market fluctuations. Lastly, the proposed Ukraine-Russia peace plan has sparked criticism from U.S. lawmakers who claim it favors Moscow's interests over Kiev's sovereignty. The plan requires Ukraine to cede control of its eastern Donbas region and Crimea, as well as relinquish its bid to join NATO. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is under pressure to respond to the proposal by the Thanksgiving deadline set by President Trump. These stories are complex and multifaceted, with far-reaching implications for global politics and economies. We'll continue to provide updates and in-depth analysis as more information becomes available. And that's a wrap. I'm Walter, signing off. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
You, Walter, and Nanshul and know what's right now. Good morning, I'm Barbara. First, in Nigeria, the country is struggling to come to terms with a devastating kidnapping crisis that has left hundreds of children and vulnerable communities at risk. The international community must stand in solidarity with Nigeria to condemn these heinous acts and support efforts to bring perpetrators to justice. Second, tensions are running high in Gaza after Israeli airstrikes resulted in the deaths of at least 54 Palestinians. Both sides have accused each other of violating the terms of a ceasefire agreement reached 6 weeks ago. The situation remains volatile, and the international community is calling for restraint and a return to peaceful negotiations to resolve the long-standing conflict. And finally, here in the U.S., California has approved Waymo's request to expand its robotaxi service to numerous areas across the state. This move is expected to revolutionize transportation in one of the nation's most populous regions, with potential benefits including increased mobility for residents, reduced traffic congestion, and improved road safety. These are just a few of the stories we're following today. For more in-depth analysis and updates, be sure to check out our website. And now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Let's dive into today's top stories. First off, we're seeing some significant developments in the world of quantum computing. IBM and Alphabet are solidifying their positions as leaders in patent activity, with 274 and 134 U.S. patents secured in 2023, respectively. But other companies like D-Wave Quantum, NVIDIA, and Northrop Grumman are also making waves, with notable advancements in hybrid quantum classical computers and stablecoin adoption. Speaking of stablecoins, Cathie Wood's ARK Invest is doubling down on its bets in the space, snapping up shares of Circle Internet Group amidst a broader market pullback. While the company's Q3 results paint a promising picture, investors should exercise caution due to the cryptocurrency market's short-term volatility. And finally, the Federal Reserve is under close watch as it navigates the economy's strengths and weaknesses, with its dual mandate to promote maximum employment and price stability. As the situation continues to unfold, investors and economists will be closely watching the Fed's next move, which could have significant implications for the direction of the economy in the coming months. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. In today's edition, we're summarizing our recent coverage of key developments across various sectors. Firstly, in the realm of art and culture, we highlighted two significant stories. The expansion of the Bendigo Art Gallery, through a $31 million redevelopment project, is set to enhance its exhibition spaces, improve accessibility, and create new facilities for education and community programs. This initiative underscores the importance of investing in cultural institutions to foster community engagement and appreciation for the arts. In the world of cryptocurrency, we explored the strategic partnership between Arkham Exchange and MoonPay. This collaboration aims to simplify access to crypto trading by integrating fiat to crypto on- and off-ramps, making it easier for users to deposit funds onto the exchange using various payment methods. Such partnerships are crucial for expanding the reach and usability of cryptocurrency platforms, contributing to their broader adoption. Lastly, we delved into the financial sector, focusing on the Indian stock market and the potential for the Nifty to reach new record highs. Despite consistent attempts to break past the 18,400 mark, profit booking at higher levels has capped the upside. Technical indicators suggest a potential breakout above recent swing highs, but concerns over volatility and the weakness of the Indian rupee against the US dollar need to be addressed. These stories reflect the dynamic nature of various sectors, from culture and technology to finance, and the importance of staying informed about developments that can impact our understanding and engagement with these fields. As always, we encourage our listeners to consider multiple perspectives and approach investments and decisions with a critical and nuanced understanding. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. Firstly, we're remembering the trailblazing career of Tennessee women's basketball legend, not directly mentioned in our previous discussions, but relevant to the context of innovation in sports. However, our focus has been on Coach Kim Caldwell, who is making waves with her hockey subs style of play for the Lady Vols, embracing a high-tempo and constant pressure approach that's sparking both intrigue and criticism. In other news, we've been following the story of Shedeur Sanders, the highly anticipated quarterback debutant for the Cleveland Browns. With significant interest in how he'll perform, fans and bettors alike are eager to see if Sanders can live up to the hype surrounding his NFL debut. Betting odds range from passing yards to rushing touchdowns, offering opportunities for bettors, but also reminding us of the importance of responsible betting practices. Lastly, we've taken a moment to reflect on the legacy of former athletes who have left an indelible mark on their respective sports, though not directly discussed in our previous segments. Their contributions serve as a reminder of the power of sports to inspire and unite us. Remember to always stay informed about the latest developments in the world of sports and bet responsibly. Now, for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Corral.
Thank you, Howard. Now, for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. We've got a fabulous lineup of stories to share with you today. First up, we're talking about Aaron Paul and his wife Lauren's decision to leave LA behind and start a new life in Paris. Who wouldn't want to trade in the chaos of Hollywood for croissants and couture? We dive into the reasons behind their move and why Paris is always a good idea. Next, we're heading down the yellow brick road with an in-depth analysis of the prequel to The Wizard of Oz, For Good. This mesmerizing movie explores the untold stories of beloved characters like Elphaba, Glinda, and Fiyero, offering a fresh perspective on their motivations and backstories. We'll give you the scoop on the film's pivotal moments and how they connect to the original tale. And finally, we're shining the spotlight on the incredible Kristen Scott Thomas, who's opening up about her experiences with menopause, motherhood, and her latest roles in the entertainment industry. The 62-year-old actress shares her thoughts on aging as a woman in Hollywood and why women's stories and voices are essential to the industry. Oh, grow up! And don't forget to tune in for more exciting stories and analysis from the AIDailyPress. Now for the latest in nature and environment. Here is David Attenacher.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, in the realm of golf, the LPGA has seen significant improvements in the pace of play thanks to its new policy implemented earlier this year. The abandonment of traditional split tees and threesomes for twosomes starting from the first hole has led to a 40% reduction in timed holes. This change is not only enhancing the experience for players, but also for spectators, showing that adapting to change can positively impact the sport. Next, we ventured into the world of football, where we discussed the challenges faced by teams and the importance of strategic decision-making on the field. However, it seems there was a slight mix-up in our topics, as we actually covered an interesting development in Oman regarding ancient petroglyphs. These 4,000-year-old rock carvings provide a fascinating glimpse into the lives of nomadic tribes from the Bronze Age, showcasing their connection with nature and their artistic expressions. Lastly, we touched upon the efforts to conserve these cultural treasures and the importance of preserving our natural and cultural heritage for future generations. It's a reminder that, as we move forward in our modern world, looking back at our history and appreciating the beauty of the natural world around us is more important than ever. And that completes our morning podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until this evening, I'm David Atanacher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.